Hi, I'm Sandy Genovese and welcome to the Ellison Education video series. Today we're going to celebrate fall and winter with a 4-die set, and I've set them out on the table. If you look here, I'll start with the birch leaf. That's the first die in this 4-die set. And then from the birch leaf, next to that is the turkey. You can see how easy it is to embellish it with pins or with just colored paper. Next to that is the mitten, and I've used just colored markers and colored paper for slight embellishments. And believe it or not, the snowflake is what we're going to use today in order to create this really cool tree. If you look at it closely, you'll see that I have a smaller snowflake on the top of the skewer, and then sort of a medium-sized snowflake, which is actually the larger snowflake. We're going to see how to trim it down to make this medium size, and then the full snowflake. How many you put of each size of snowflake is really dictated by how big you want the tree to be. First of all, you have to start by cutting out the snowflakes. So here you can see I've cut out this small snowflake, and I've cut out in sort of a light orange, a dark orange, and a red. And I've already gone ahead with a 16th inch punch, and I've punched a hole right in the middle. Now under that, or above that, you can see I've got the larger snowflake, and I have a stack of them because it's easiest to punch a hole in the whole stack at once. So I'm going to just come in here and find the middle, or roughly the middle, and punch a hole in the whole stack. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Punch that one, and then the same thing with this one. So once you have this little hole, that's actually going to be a nice snug fit for the bamboo skewer. But first we need to create some of those snowflakes that are that medium size. So what I've done, I'm going to just take a red one and an orange one, sort of a dark orange, and a light orange. And I'm going to stack them together. And this way I can trim all of them at once. And then with scissors, you could, if you want to, you could draw it with a pencil first. But I'm going to come in and just cut out this final section. So I'm going to trim each of the sections. And if your kids are studying snowflakes, they'll learn that although no two snowflakes are the same, they all have 6 arms. So you know they're going to have to repeat this section 6 times. It doesn't need to be precise. You're just making basically a medium-sized snowflake. Now if you look here, you'll see that I've separated all the snowflake layers with these plastic colored beads, and I just selected the beads that had an opening big enough for the skewer and that were in all the fall colors that I've cut the snowflakes from. So I'm going to start with a bamboo skewer, and I'll start with the lighter shade, and I'm going to just poke this through. Because I use that little baby punch, it's a nice snug fit, so I don't need to even worry about adhesive. I just bring this up to the top, and then I'm going to bring in one of the beads. Then I'll bring in the darker orange, poke it through, slide it up. It's helpful to kind of give it a twist. And you could really do several layers. Like I said, how big you want the tree to be will dictate how many of each one of these sizes you decide to do. But so that you can see how it works, I'm going to go ahead now. I'll put another bead on there, and I'm going to skip to the medium-sized snowflake. I'll start with a light orange, and then from there I'll go to the dark orange and then the red. All the neat, really bright fall colors. In the interest of time, let me go ahead and I'll just place one of the larger size snowflakes so you can start to see how this will build. And you'll end with a snowflake. And then as you look at this, you can see that you just can turn this so that all of the arms of the snowflake are nice and interspersed. And when you look back at the finished one, it just looks so fun. It looks like a real tree. Now, in order to set it up, you don't want to lay it down and flatten all this beauty. So what I did was I just took, these are black-eyed peas, dried beans, anything like that, and I poured it into a flower pot that you can also have the students paint. If you don't have this handy, I also discovered that just a strip of cardboard wound into a circle, and with just masking tape or packing tape on the end, it creates this tight formation that will drop just into a colored cup, and the cells in that cardboard are going to hold this nice and strong so that you can turn this into the stand as well. You know, who knew a winter snowflake could make a fall tree that is tremendous?